Hello friends and knife nerds. I wanted to do a review on the Kizer Assassin XL. It's a really cool knife. A great EDC, especially for somebody with larger hands like myself. This is really just a great full hand addition to anybody's EDC collection. The scales are micarta. Really nice micarta. Kizer has never really let me down with a micarta. It's always quality, always grippy, always soft, always really nice looking. This one's starting to get some of my oils in it, and that's what's really cool about micarta. Good micarta, if you ask me. It really, it will patina to your use, and the spots you use and the spots you don't. It really can get some kind of cool coloring depending on which micarta color and type you have. But the good stuff is always nice and ages well. The blade itself is 154 cm steel. It's a 154, if you don't know, it's a high carbon steel with the addition of molybdenum, and it really makes for a very decent edge. Especially, I would say it's used on the high-end budget knives. Does that make any sense? Hopefully it does. I think most of you know what I mean. It'll be used in anything from 70 to $90 to $100 knives. I'd say it's more in the $70 to $90 range, which is where this knife falls. It's you're not going to have to spend any more than this, but it's even on the lower end of that range. And what's kind of cool about Kizer is one of the reasons they can keep it in that range is because they don't have a lot of marketing, and they are a Chinese knife maker, which is fine because some of these Chinese knife makers like Kizer are actually very good at their game. It does not bother me at all. And manufacturing costs in China are, from what I understand and what I've heard from the grapevine, is that it's about 50% cheaper. Now, of course, I prefer an American-made knife, but with a brand like Kizer and some of the other really good Chinese brands, Chinese-made brands, you just can't argue. They're putting out quality. So the knife itself, the design is great for EDC. It is a reversible deep carry clip. The screws are flat. It's a stainless steel clip, and it's tip up. It's going to sit deep in your pocket and clip right in. The jimping is great on this knife. There's about 1.5 inches of jimping up the blade. So if you grab full hand, you're not going to get most any slippage. You can see where, hopefully, yeah, right there where it comes out the back of my hand. It's a full hand. And that's without, you can't use a fifth because you're probably going to cut yourself on this tiny little choil here. That's where the blade begins. Now, the jimping on the back flipper is excellent. If you can see it here, it is right just around the this chamfered 45 here. Nice and smooth, but it's just enough to grab at your thumb and for good, easy deployment. The detent is nice on this. Works very well, and so is the action. Out of the box, I had to tighten the action just a slight bit. It uses T6 on the pivot, and just about everywhere else aside from the pocket clips, they are T8. The back spacer is beautiful. They put some jimping on it. I don't know if that's purely decorative or it's actually kind of grab your palm. I mean, it seems like a functional sort of jimping because your palm kind of grabs it. The blade, let's do a few measurements here. Let me do a few comparisons first. That is the American Lawman by Cold Steel. And we're also going to throw in the Rat Model 1. It is about the exact same size as the Cold Steel Lawman. And pivot to pivot, the Rat Model 1's a bit larger. Probably got about an inch on it, maybe a little less. Quick one more quick comparison. Do the CJRB Pyrite and the CJRB Pyrite XL. So we kind of have a tiered sizing here. It is right in the middle of those two. So, I mean, it's a cool size knife. I believe it's over 8 inches, which puts it in my mind. Anything over 8 is a large knife. Yeah, it's over 8. I think we're looking at 8 1/4 inches. Blade size, we're looking at just over about 3.5. And the cutting edge, about 3.5 inches as well, about a little bit more, 3 3/4. I love the drop point stonewash finish on this. They got this nice little swedge, almost makes it a clip point, but it doesn't. And it's got a flat grind, which is really perfect for this knife. The button lock is very good. I don't think I've personally in my knife collection run across a perfect button lock with 0 stick, but this does early 90th percentile. It's very good, and it's not really an issue, but you can still feel it a little bit. But what also doesn't hurt this knife is a little bit of oil. It does run on caged bearings in this beautiful stainless steel liner, and you can see that it is perfectly centered. This is a highly underrated knife, the Kizer Assassin XL. I highly recommend it. I will be doing more videos with specific reviews on knives that I own and knives that I think people will want. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. I'll be doing different types of videos as well. I'll be adding to the collection here. I really appreciate everybody tuning in and watching. I just love this hobby and I love the people in it. All right, knife nerds, we'll see you next time.